black beacon. A long-awaited, long-awaited. Overdue!
We will erect a tower.
We will what?
In its wall, we will store knowledge, lest we make the same mistakes.
Oh my god.
Its peak will touch the sky.
Oh my.
So we are not scattered and divided.
I got you.
Come,
I have. I mean, what?
seek the finest resources of all corners and work together.
I love how much this resembles like ancient Egypt and Egyptian mythos in like this part of it.
We will make this miracle grow through time.
Shit. I forgot some of what happened.
Dynasties rise and the thrones fall.
Ah.
Only the tower stood witness. Eternity to all.
Look how large this tower is. The tower. The tower of God. No, it's an anime. Tower of Babel.
Continue to build this tower. Day after day. Year after year.
So good.
Generations after generations.
So good.
Come. We will build this tower. Its height that forever reaches for the heavens.
Yeah. From the future. Okay. Cosmos!
Let's see who we have here. How intriguing. An outsider who once basked in the sunlight, but chose to descend into the depths of the cave.
This is Cosmos, by the way.
Allow me to ask, what do you seek in this place? Ah, you wish to know about your past, about where you were and what you had before you arrived here in this moment.
Yes, that is correct.
Unfortunately, I don't have the answer to that.
What? But if you don't, then who does?
A complete blank slate is the perfect starting point for everything, don't you think?
I do.
Who am I, you ask?
Yes. What is your name?
My name is Cosmos.
Cosmos. But who am I?
I oversee a place. See that tower? Standing tall like a beacon to the heaven.
Indeed.
Inside that tower lies a library that holds all the answers in the world. There you might find what you seek.
My God.
You can see it. Good. You have beautiful eyes. Trust your eyes.
I shall.
And know that what you're seeing is not a mirage.
This is a mirage. No. The tower. It stands before me.
Now, the tower is yours.
Mine.
Take this pendant. It's the key to the library.
The key.
Keep it safe, and proceed in the direction of the tower.
I shall.
Your journey has just begun, while mine is coming to an end.
What? What do you mean by that?
Farewell, Outlander.
Wait, Cosmos. What do you mean yours is coming to an end? He's gone.
Person basking in the sunlight. All things have names, and all names have power. A name gives form to an object, and form fixes that object's spirit into place.
Oh.
What is your name?
My name? No, my name isn't Sia8394. My name is Amethyst. That is my name. Oh, HD, Ultra HD, top-down, free view. We want to go free view. And you know what? We'll just do, should we do, let's do Ultra HD. No, we'll do normal HD. Just normal HD for now. What is this pendant?
We're almost there.
All right. So this is the Tower of Babel.
You stay here for now. Others will be arriving soon.
Others? A towering black monolith looms into view, piercing through the heart of the tower and drawing the eye skyward beyond the reach of sight. The monolith is impossibly smooth, yet utterly devoid of light. Like a mirror forged from the night itself, melding brilliance and darkness into one. Unfamiliar glyphs are etched across its surface, radiating an ineffable aura of mystery. As I stare into it, a strange sensation takes hold. An eerie certainty that it is staring back, like an eye submerged in the abyss. What is this?
Why are you bringing an outsider here, Zero? We haven't received any visit requests from our allies lately. If it's some lost traveler, just erase their memory and send them back to the nearest town.
Whoa, erase my memory? No, there'll be no such thing.
Those clothes don't belong to the people of Obed. How did someone like that end up here by accident?
I wasn't here by accident.
Nana, this person is holding the director's keepsake.
Her calm statement plunges the space into pin-drop silence. The woman who had just been warm and gentle now fixes me with a piercing gaze. Nana steps forward, her tone easing slightly as her footsteps echo in the silence.
I'm Nana. What's your name?
My name? I don't know if I can trust her yet. Perhaps I should remain silent. Just a moment ago, she wanted to erase my memories.
It's all right if you don't want to talk about yourself. But where did you get this?
This? I was given it by Cosmos.
Cosmos gave you the Library of Babel, you say?
Yes. Yes, by the way, guys, you can increase the text speed. So if you don't want to listen to the talking, but you don't want to skip the story completely, you can click up there in the top right to 2 times speed. 1.5, I think, is the best. At that moment, the black monolith shifts ever so slightly, almost imperceptibly, as if the eye lurking in the abyss had just blinked. I glance around, but no one else seems to notice. Only I to feel that something is shifting in the air. An indescribable tension brews in the suffocating silence.
Do you know what it means to hold this pendant?
This thing? I don't know. Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Before Cosmos left, he mentioned that the one who holds this pendant is the prophesied seer, and that we must support that person unconditionally.
The prophesied seer? What the hell does she mean by that?
Let's put aside whether that prophecy is true or not. This person seems completely unaware of our world.
Seer can sense the existence of this tower.
What's going on? My head.
There's no point in arguing now. Let's gather seers by.
It's like the monolith is calling out to me. Their argument goes on, but their voices gradually fade into the distance. All the while, the monolith grows taller, more solemn, with each passing moment. No, this isn't just my imagination. It truly is watching me, calling out to me. Without realizing it, I take a step forward towards it. My head. What's happening?
The beacon. The beacon is awakening. It's been dormant for so many years. Why is it? The Library of Babel is opening.
Opening? What do you mean? I'm so excited for this. I've been looking forward to this. Let me know if this sounds okay for you guys. Not good. Not good. What do I do? Wait, is that Zero? Oh, a couple of frame drops. That's okay though. The hell? Is there a way? This game looks so good. It's so crisp. Okay.
Stay close to me. This place is dangerous.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Okay. The bird circling above suddenly dives towards me, its sharp beak aiming straight for my forehead. Instinctively, I shut my eyes, but instead of pain, I feel only the soft brush of feathers gaze on my cheeks. Then, a dull thud echoes behind me. The nameless humanoids attempting to ambush me from behind disintegrate into particles of light as the bird crashes into them. Stunned, I watch as it circles once in the void before descending towards zero.
Come here, On.
As its golden wings fold in, the bird shrinks into a palm-sized finch and lands lightly on Zero's fingertips, tiddling its head as it observes me. Too many impossible things have happened in such a short time. I'm starting to grow numb. The conspicuous absurdity before me. What happened? Was that an earthquake? What are those things?
Indeed. You knew nothing about this place before you arrived.
Better than Wuthering Waves 1.0. I mean, I've just opened the game. I've played the beta and I loved the beta, but let me play the first couple of hours of the actual full game and then I'll tell you. I don't understand what you mean. Am I supposed to accept all of this?
I can't provide any further information until I confirm your identity. Relax. I'll ensure your safety until the beacon is deactivated. As long as you stay within my sight.
Believe me, I'm not going anywhere. You seem to know a lot more about this place than I do, and you seem well suited for combat.
I need to find my other comrades. Stay close to me. It's dangerous here.
Nope, here we go again. Because there was a character on screen a minute ago that she fancies. Like, there was a character that was really intriguing for Salem's eyes. Very visually appealing. Shamash.
Shamash, where are Nona and the others?
He gazes into the endless abyss. Zero follows his gaze and lets out a soft sigh. The bird perched on her shoulder tilts its head curiously toward the abyss as well.
Let's hope they're not caught up in the unknown sector.
Oh, we can auto it, so auto it. Shamash simply strides up to me.
Stand back.
Stand back. His voice muffled. Beneath the layers of bandages, carried an undeniable commanding authority.
Don't move.
My body instinctively obeys and steps back. Then countless humanoid figures flicker out of the darkness behind him, surging towards us.
Judgment begins.
Oh, we're using Shamash. Show him who's boss, Shamash. Oh, yes. Come on. That the best you can do? Oh, yeah. The game's running so smoothly at the moment. Oh, the ultimate gauge.
Bow before the sun's brilliance.
Bow before the sun's brilliance. Nice. The game's running very smooth. There we go. Here we go, boss fight, let's go. Hi, I'm Serena, how's it going? Hey. Left shift. No. We got. Can we? No. We're changing some of these move lists. What's this? Is this options here? Buttons. Okay. Dodge needs to change. Please select the new key. X. Cool. Cool. Okay, I was gonna say I'm gonna have my wooer save. I'm not doing no new save. Okay, cool. That's saved. I think it is saved, right? Yeah, save changes. Yeah. There it goes. Oh. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay. This is going to be a bit of a new getting used to this. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Okay, go. Don't get sucked into the energy orb. Okay. It said don't get sucked into the energy orb. Oh no. Okay. Oh! Let's get Zero in here. Okay, one arm's destroyed. Oh! Okay. Is he regenerating his arm?
See ya.
It's got me!
Release your grip.
Ooh! Oh boy. Damn it! Zero's cool and Giant's roar have faded into the distance. But the pain never comes. Once steady on my feet, I open my eyes. What is this place? Where am I? I don't recognize it. Oh, this is the hub world. The sight before me transcends the limits of language. It is as though infinity itself has been sliced, rearranged, and reconstructed, where moments and eternity eerily stand still. What are you?
There you are.
Me?
I've been waiting for you
Waiting for me?
for a long, long time.
What does she mean by that? Who are you? And where are we?
I am.
The silhouette utters a name, but it fails to leave even the faintest trace in my mind.
This is the borderland the library has created for you, your sanctuary, and your connection to everything.
What? The library created this?
You can come back to this place whenever you want, and through it, you can reach anywhere you desire.
Anywhere I desire?
However, when you return to your story, you'll forget everything that happened here.
What? Then how the hell am I supposed to remember coming back here? I'm sure everything will make sense soon.
Hold my hand.
Hold your hand. Though I have countless questions, my throat tightens as if squeezed and no sound escapes. I can only obediently place my hand in theirs. What's happening? What's going on? She's gone?
I have granted you full access within this realm.
I see.
Now, I will send you away to where it all began.
Where it all began? You're not making any sense. What do you mean back where it all began?
Farewell.
Another trip? Oh boy. What is this place? Huh? Why am I standing here? The last thing I remember is being grabbed by the giant and thrown out. What happened next? My mind went blank as though my memories had been edited. The events in between are lost to me. However, the collapsing world won't allow me to stay immersed in my thoughts. The endless steel fortress made of servers is withering, the shattered iron walls scattered through the air, exceedingly gruesome, as though trampled by a vast army. There was no one around me before, but within... for God's sake. In the shattered realm, only that figure okay. Noticing my gaze, the girl slowly turns...
It's you, Seer.
Me?
So, is this when we first met?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't even know who you are. She murmurs as she walks towards me, her tone familiar, as if we were old friends who haven't seen each other in years.
How strange. You, in this era, have already gained the permissions.
The permissions?
Who granted you the permissions? And when did that happen?
What is she talking about? Maybe she's talking about Cosmos? Who are you? Have we met before?
I know you, but you don't know me. At least not now.
Not now. You're not making any sense.
As much as I'd like to catch up, the current situation doesn't allow it.
You might want to look behind you.
Here it comes.
Here what comes? What the hell is that? Oh boy. Slowly a golden sphere rises from the distant ruins. It has no sharp edges, yet the moment comes into view. A prickling sensation fills the atmosphere. No one knows what force drives its smooth movement. The sphere floats in the air, like the sun hanging high in the sky, surrounded by a golden ring reassembling the corona of a star. Directly in front of the sphere is a massive void, initially dark, but now gathering light within.
See that sphere? That's the menace destroying this realm.
That's the thing that's destroying everything? What is it?
Soon, it will obliterate this place completely.
What? Well, how the hell do we stop it? As if to confirm her words, the golden ring around the sphere ignites, reassembling the erupting corona of a real star. A wave of intense heat rushes toward me. Yet the girl remains oblivious to the imminent danger, her tone still calm.
But we still have a chance. This sphere is actually a machine that can be harnessed, and there is a command to stop it.
There is a command?
Find Tasnney, and he'll help you discover that command.
Wait, Tasnney? Command? You're not making any sense here.
Go find that command and reshape the doomed future.
Wait!
That's why you've come to this place. You're the only one who can save everyone.
I don't understand. What on earth is this?
I understand that you're confused. You don't need to understand my words. Just remember them.
Just remember them. Tasnney. The command. All right.
Then, relay my exact words to my past self, who knows nothing about any of this.
Your past self? You mean... The sphere continues to rise, with any debris or wreckage it touches silently dissolving into its radiance. The light at its core has reached its peak, poised to erupt at any moment. Oh no, it's gonna blow. Okay?
Farewell.
Farewell?
Oh. I guess it's see you later.
Wait, no! When you fall in a dream, you jolt awake in reality. I stab my eyes open, gasping for air. Everything in my vision is still hazy.
Calm down. Take a deep breath.
A hand rests on my chest, applying gentle rhythmic pressure, guiding me to steady my breathing. Oh, I remember this. Finally, my vision focuses. What the? I realize I am lying on Nana's lap, and she's gazing at me.
Great. You're finally awake.
Oh, I'm in heaven. That's where I am. I'm in heaven.
Don't worry. The beacon is dormant, and the anomaly is gone. You're safe now.
I just had the most craziest dream. But was it a dream?
Your sudden fall really startled us. Luckily, Zero caught you.
Zero, is everyone alright?
I've looked you over, and everything seems okay. Do you feel any discomfort?
No, I feel alright. I can't answer Nana's question. I carefully look around. The giant who tried to kill me and the girl who vanished in the flash of light are nowhere to be found, and the space itself has returned to a more comprehensible state. It seems I've returned to the base of the tower once again. What is a dream, and what is reality? The events that have occurred in such a short space of time have surpassed my ability to comprehend and process.
How much longer do you plan to stay in this state? If you can move your legs, stand up.
Alright, mate. I tried to push myself up and stand, but my legs refused to cooperate. The little bird on Zero's shoulder shakes its head and chirps impatiently at my lack of movement, as though scolding me for not getting up right away. Then, seemingly to back up Zero's words, it flies. It takes flight and charges straight at me.
On.
I know you must have so many questions, but first, tell us, what just happened to you?
You're not gonna believe this.
It's okay if you're still trying to wrap your head around it. We got caught up in this anomaly called the Library of Babel.
The Library of Babel?
Just tell us what you remember in the order it happened from your point of view.
Okay.
Then we'll try to answer your questions.
I rub my swollen forehead, casting a resentful glance at the culprit who left me dizzy and distorted. Fucking bird. I'm gonna pluck those feathers and we're having chicken tonight. The bird seems to completely unrepented, continuing to fly erratically while chirping loudly, like an incessant noise.
On. Quiet down.
Zero raises her hand, and in one swift and precise motion catches the noisy bird mid-flight, cutting off its chirps instantly. I turn my gaze back to Nana, who greets me with a warm smile. All right, this is what happened, but don't look at me when you look as confused as I do. The words spilling from my mouth seemed like something out of a fantastical tale. Had I not lived through it myself, I wouldn't have believed it either. To my surprise, no one shows even the slightest hint of doubt. You guys don't look surprised. On the contrary, the more I speak, the heavier the atmosphere becomes.
So you and Zero were attacked by an unknown giant within the anomaly, and you were thrown to a distant sector where you met Ereshkigal from the future.
That about covers it, yeah. So that was her name. Ereshkigal.
That explains how you ended up falling down from the top of the tower. Any clue about this, Zero?
No. But it doesn't matter now. I eliminated that giant, and it won't pose any further threat to us.
Who's my favorite character from the beta? Florence or Ereshkigal, I'd have to say.
But we haven't figured out its true nature. That leaves me worried.
What's going on, guys? You can talk to me. As I watch the two of them start discussing, I can't help but feel amazed. Do you really believe what I'm saying?
Oh, of course we believe you. After all, meeting your future self in this Library of Babel is not something impossible.
It's not?
Plus, we can easily verify if what you said is true.
How? As soon as the words were spoken.
Hey, I brought back what Cosmos asked me to get from the Philistine Sea. Can someone give me a hand with it?
That voice. It can't be. Is that...
I mean, seriously. Why do I have to salvage a chunk of copper sphere from the seabed? It's really weighing me down.
It's...
Huh? Who do we have here?
That's her. That's Ereshkigal.
Oh. Did I come at a bad time?
Oh
Why are you
boy.
all looking at me like that?
You could say that. Ugh. Chub chub. Chub chub. A familiar looking bird pops out.
Hey, it's me. Both Zero and I are here. Looks like you've invited us all to somewhere unexpected. Why can I speak human language, you ask? It's only natural for a cute bird like me to speak human language, don't you think? Unfortunately, I can't actually do that. But hey, if I am able to speak to you, you understand what I'm trying to communicate, right? Words don't have to be spoken to be understood. You're hearing my words in your mind. Awesome. Now, this cute bird's got some instructions for you. Just follow along. As head librarian, you still got many things you must do. Go back to the point in time where you should be. This isn't exactly where everything got started, but it certainly is the most suitable starting point for you at this moment.
From the future.
What you just experienced is called an anomaly.
An anomaly?
The anomaly originates from that black monolith. We call them beacon.
The beacon.
There are numerous beacons and anomalies in the world. That monolith is just one of them. The vision it creates is called the Library of Babel. To put it simply, when the beacon is activated, the space within the tower becomes infinite, and time itself materializes separately. This will result in the creation of a new Library of Babel that exists outside our timeline.
What?
So, theoretically, one can travel to the future within the Library of Babel. However, besides you, there is only one other person I know who has experienced it. Cosmos, the one who gave you the pendant.
Yeah, I remember. But he disappeared and I have no idea where he went. He just walked off in the distance.
And the messages brought back by people like you are known as prophecies.
What?
We have constructed this tower to control and monitor the beacon and the Library of Babel for millennia. We call ourselves Emaon.
Emaon? What the hell?
As time has passed, the beacon has been activating less frequently. I never expected it to activate on your arrival.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? A clear voice interrupts me.
So, my warm welcome is the shocking news that an outlander who knows nothing is now our new director?
Hello to you too, Ereshkigal. Ereshkigal stares at me.
Your story is as intriguing as your name. It's fascinating that you traveled to the future in the Library of Babel and met another me in a future timeline.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get my head around it myself.
And according to my future self, you are destined to rescue us and prevent an evil conspiracy.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Well...
Ereshkigal approaches me. Her gaze is as sharp as a dagger, scrutinizing me from my head to toe. Then, as if having sensed something, she lowers her voice and her expression changes.
You're not welcome here. Leave. Now.
The sharp difference between how she first treated me and how she acts now has left me completely confused.
Don't give me that look. I was just messing with you.
Yeah, good joke. Might need to work on your punchlines a bit. Without waiting for my response, Ereshkigal turns to the others.
But Seriously, doesn't this all sound absurd? Some random outlander shows up out of nowhere claiming to be the seer, and now we're dealing with a piece of scrap metal that's supposed to turn into a bomb and destroy everything. Do you really believe that this copper sphere, lying on a seabed for who knows how long, can still be activated?
Once again, everyone's gaze fixates on the copper sphere that Shamash has brought back to the tower. Its surface is covered in greenish silt and the bone-white remains of sea animals. Faint metallic patterns can be seen under the debris, but they appear lifeless, just like the sphere itself. Yet just looking at it reminds me of the horrific scene with it suspended high in the sky, like the sun dissolving everything. My body can't help but shudder.
What exactly is this thing?
I don't know. All Cosmos said was it's the remnants of an anomaly from Memphis. He said nothing on how it ended up buried in the Philistine Sea. Interestingly, though, I was attacked by the Nemesis while recovering it. That means our operation was compromised. And now, out of the blue, this unknown outlander breaks into our tower, claiming to be the rightful owner of this place.
Hey, it's not me. Cosmos gave me the goddamn keep thingamajiggy, okay? I'm just as confused as you are. So before you start, blaming anyone, perhaps we should figure out what the hell's going on?
Doesn't it all seem a bit too convenient?
Is she ignoring me?
And even if we put all that aside, that annoying old man was the one who asked me to get this sphere. Are you suggesting that our dear director wants to blow us all up?
Yep, she's ignoring me.
Stop.
I am not maining Shamash or Nana, actually. I'll have you know.
This is a
Good guess, though.
meaningless
Good
debate
guess, but no.
based on nothing but guesswork, and it should stop now. Zero, you and Erishon take Seer to check the identification. Shamash and I will take care of this copper sphere. No more questions. Just do as I say.
If this tower were to lay flat on the ground, how long would it take to walk from one end to the other? I can't help but wonder while climbing this never-ending Guys, should I do a British voice for the main character or the American one? I can't, because I'm doing like British for the inner voice and American for the outer voice. British? The furnishings and decoration shifted and changes with every step, altering from ancient to modern, crude to refined, primitive to contemporary, as if the staircase spirals up around the central axis of history. Rather than a lifeless construct, the tower seems more akin to an ancient tree that has stood for millennia. Zero walks ahead of me. Her steps are smooth and steady, the 8-petaled golden flower hairpin at her ear shimmers. Erishon, on the other hand, trails behind me. Without turning around, I can feel her intense gaze stare through my back. Trapped between an icy front and a scorching behind, I feel the need to break the silence and end this suffocating silence. Where are we heading?
The top of the tower. I need to collect your biometric data and cross-reference it with the World Population Database to verify your identity.
Right. Okay, I'll just let you lead the way. What exactly is this place? Zero stops and looks back at me.
Have you ever heard the legend of the tower that reached the heavens?
I have not. I'd be lying if I said no. Humanity united to build a tower in order to reach the gods' domain. The gods, to thwart their ambition, punished humanity for forcing them to speak different tongues. Unable to understand one another, the humans scattered, and the tower eventually collapsed. It seems like every civilization has similar tales to explain why there is such a huge divide between peoples. Do you know what's really cool? This legend is actually fixated in history. Like, the Tower of Babel in legend apparently existed. It wasn't as tall as the one in the game, but apparently the Tower of Babel and the Library of Babel existed, containing all knowledge of the world, all languages, all everything.
It is a legend, and it is not.
What do you mean?
To be precise, it became just a legend one day.
What?
57 years ago, Cyril launched its first satellite into space. That was the moment when mankind saw the whole world with their own eyes. The concept of heaven was shattered, and the tower built to reach it naturally lost its purpose. At that moment, it was reduced from reality to legend. If you were an ordinary person, you would not be able to see this tower.
What?
Because it's been forgotten by the collective subconscious of humanity, any ordinary person cannot recognize its existence.
Okay. See, seeing this a second time, I'm understanding more. Okay. So if you are an abnormal person, or a person of that has like some sort of special ability or something, you're able to see the tower. The tower still stands. But over decades and decades and decades, normal, I guess, humanity have just forgotten its existence. It's like a perception filter. It's there, but your subconscious chooses to ignore it. So it's like it isn't there. So this is basically saying, no, the Tower of Babel is still technically around, but your subconscious has, over time, just chosen to act like it doesn't exist. It's a perception filter. Your subconscious can't acknowledge it, even though it's there. So it's like it's not even there, but actually it is. Very, very interesting.
Which means you must be one of us.
One of you? What are you even talking about? Erishan suddenly creeps behind me and whispers softly into my ear.
Haven't you realized it yet?
Realized what?
You are now part of the legend. Welcome to the other end of the world. Seer.
Well, okay. Although her voice is so near, it feels like it's coming from the depths of the abyss. She's so hot. Why is Erishan's personality so hot? All of a sudden, an intense chill climbs my spine up to my skull. My eyes widen at the familiar sensation. Down at the bottom of the depths, the black monolith at the center once again radiates a gold light. As soon as the ground under my feet begins to tremble, Erishan reacts. Erishan rushes me towards Zero, shielding us with her body. In the next moment, a huge force sweeps across the sky like a hurricane, sweeping away all order.
The beacon?
Erishan! No! Damn! What the hell's going on? Path of no return. Thank you, Enzo Shu, for the follow. Approximately 5,000 years before the world calendar, humans destroyed a massive black steel within the land of the roaring lion. The black monolith possessed incredible power, and the vision it brought was regarded as a divine revelation. Numerous temples were constructed around the monolith, where the people offered their knowledge in exchange for prophecies of the future. Many came to receive divine revelations, only to be swallowed up by the monolith and become lost in the anomaly. No one can accurately tell what the anomaly is, only describe it as an infinite hexagon. The infinite hexagon that contains the past, the present, and the future. It holds all the possibilities and everything unimaginable. Its name is the Library of Babel. 25 years before the world calendar. In the center of the tower, the glyphs of the surface of the black monolith begin flashing more frequently. As all the glyphs of the monolith light up, an eerie light fills the entire tower. Come to show some love. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Every room in the tower begins to transform. following the scheme of many methodical laws, duplicating, translating, folding, extending, mirroring, flipping, creating an infinite space that defies reality. This incomprehensive process of expansion has no describable center, or perhaps every point in space is the center. The tower becomes one colossal kaleidoscope. Amidst all of this, there is a person entirely absorbed by her work, her hands never stopping. That'll be Ninsar, I believe. Yes.
Enki? Enki? Where are you? Ninsar?
Is there anything around here? What is this? The clock restored by Ninsar. She managed to bring the clock back to a specific moment in time when its hands had not yet begun to turn. An unfamiliar cat is sleeping on top of it. A cat? Okay. Just keep moving.
59 millimeters. 98 millimeters. 60 millimeters.
She skillfully switches the tools in her hand, each cut precise and without deviation, as if made by a machine. Bit by bit, the sculptor's head begins taking shape, and under her skilled hands, Ninsar stops only when the clay next to her head is used up.
Oh, it's all gone.
Is it any good? I love the game. I'm loving the game. As soon as her words are spoken, quick footsteps approach from afar.
Ninsar, great, you're here.
Nana glances around.
Where's Enki?
About 10 minutes and 36 seconds ago, he went to known sector B19 on modern floor.
Oh, I've said it so many times. When the library is opened, stay in your current original sector. Oh, why can't he just listen?
At that moment, Nana seems to recall something.
Hold on. Sector B19. Isn't that the starting sector where the squad of no return was before they departed?
Yes.
Oh, what a troublemaker. This Tasnney's child is just a carbon copy of him.
Judging by his speed and usual antics, he should be in sector A87 on the same floor. You're fast, Nana. If you go after him, there's still time.
All right, I get it.
As Nana prepares to leave, the girl calls out to her again.
Nana,
Huh?
can you bring me some pottery clay when you come back? And my chisel is broken. I need a new one.
Is that all you need?
Yeah, that's it.
Howdy, yay, Black Beacon, let's go. Quen, is the game coming out finally? The game's out. The game's out. If you download the Google Play Games app, you can download the game on there. Alright, let's keep moving. Okay, I don't think anything is up here. Enemies. Damn! I'll kick their ass. Is that the best you can do? Need to get the blade, get the blade, get the blade! No, stop me from getting the blade! No! With Ninsar, with Nana, you have to pick up her blade. Because then she gets her buff. Then she gets her massive buff, and that's the complexity of the character. You need to get her buff for her to maximize her damage.
This way leads to the starting sector for the squad of no return. Enki left his special markers here. Looks like that brat has already made up his mind to leave.
Oh dear, he's better get his ass kicked. He's about to get his ass kicked by Nana.
Enki!
Stop right there, Enki! Stop right there! Damn, he's going deeper into the abyss. Let's keep moving after the boy. Where are you going, boy?
15 minutes have passed. Good. The biggest obstacle to my plan hasn't shown up yet. Once I cross the next sector, I can blend in with a squad of no return. And this time, I will...
The figure looming in front of Enki ends his grand plan.
You will what?
Whoa, Nana! How did you get here? No way! How did you pass the foolproof door? I prepared so many questions! Did you really answer them all correctly? Could it be you know how many grains of sand are on Earth's surface? Or calculate how many drops of water it would take to extinguish the sun? Or how long it would take a chocolate bar that doubles in mass every minute to fill the entire universe?
I love Enki's character, but my god, he can talk. He's very intelligent.
Of course not. I didn't answer those ridiculous questions. I just smashed the gate. By the way, you're not allowed to install any gates without permission.
Enki's eyes widen in disbelief with a hint of dissatisfaction.
I protest! Only the most despicable of brutes would resort to such a crude method to bypass the foolproof door! You're cheating! Cheating! How could you?
It's like a brat. He's literally a brat. Enki yells and scans the surroundings, seeking an opportunity to escape. But before Enki can make a run for it, Nana grabs the back of his collar and lifts him up. I can imagine him doing that, and he's like, "Get off me! Let me go!" And she's just like standing there holding him like that.
A stinky brat who doesn't follow the rules has no right to protest. How many times have I made it clear? You and Ninsar aren't allowed to venture onto the path of no return until you're grown-ups. If you continue to be so disobedient, I will kick you out of the tower for the rest of your life.
Enki tries to say something, but Nana's stern gaze silences him. When he realizes Nana may kick him out of the tower forever, his face goes white.
Please, Nana, don't. I'm sorry, my good Nana and Hedwana. Please don't banish me.
Ugh, stop calling my full name with that pitiful tone when you want something from me.
Enki tries to explain, but Nana notices humanoid creatures approaching from the unknown sector. She decides to postpone her lecture for now. Oh, we can use Enki now, can we?
I'm not acting innocent. I mean it. I swear on the Library of Babel that I'll never secretly call Hedwana an old, nasty, stupid woman behind her back.
Oh dear.
Oh, chill out. Oh, for the sake of Tasnney. For the sake of Tasnney.
For the life of me, protect this child. I will murder him. Nandeska?
All right. I won't banish you from the tower. But in return, behave yourself and go back to Ninsar.
Understood, boy. Let's go. Let's go back to Ninsar. A toxina, yeah, a toxina, yeah. You're pretty lucky. A lot of people are struggling to play the game, but you're one of the lucky ones. When all the commotion settles down, the light from the black monolith dims once again. Enki storms angrily into Ninsar's room as the infinite space disappears.
You idiots! Idiots! Yeah, I mean it! You're such an idiot! Why did you tell Nana where I was? Why did you stop me? Didn't you promise not to tell her my whereabouts?
Ninsar continues her work without even looking up.
That was just your one-sided request. I don't remember agreeing to it.
I don't care! You're mean and stupid! Ninsar is a dummy. I'll never play with you again, and I'll never talk to you anymore. People who don't keep
He's
their
such a
promises
brat,
are
isn't he?
the
He's such a brat, honestly. This guy needs a kick up the arse. He needs to be disciplined, sent to his room. Hey, Vinci. The chisel in Ninsar's hand pauses for a moment.
Whatever.
Great, now you've upset your sister. Greedy and stupid. 10 minutes later.
Hey. Idiot. Ninsar.
Ninsar remains indifferent.
Sister.
The girl finally turns her head.
What's wrong?
Enki fidgets before reluctantly handing over an object.
My apology.
In Enki's hands is a brand new chisel.
Here, I fixed it for you.
Just as Ninsar is about to accept the chisel, Enki retracts his hand and starts rambling.
No, this won't do. It's too ordinary, too mundane. How could I create something so plain? Hold on a sec. Let me add the rifling and explosives to this chisel. Then it can help you blast through rocks and reach the working surface needed for the sculpture.
He's so smart. He's literally a genius. By the way, who was that followed? Thank you, Dragon Prince. Thank you for the follow. And Ice, thank you for the follow as well. And yeah, thank you. Thank you guys.
Don't worry. I'll include a control system to ensure a precise blast range. Accurate to the millimeter.
Accurate to the
I know
millimeter.
there are many parameters to consider, but I'll make it happen in just an hour.
An hour? I finally finished re-rolling. Lychee and logo secured. Hell yeah.
No need. This one is good enough.
You're so mean.
Enki sulks, hanging his head. Little does he know, as Ninsar takes the chisel, a faint smile appears at the corner of her mouth. See, she does care and she does appreciate the chisel. She's just being a sister, and you were being a bit of a dick to her earlier. So, pausing her carvings, Ninsar looks at the nearly finished sculpture in her hands. Yeah, Ninsar's voice is great.
Child.
All right. Not a bad name.
Not a bad name. Enki absently replies,
Well, Sally has been interrupting my work lately. Can you do something to make her quiet down?
A spark ignites in Enki's eyes, and his spirit once again lightens up.
Sally, huh? I'll make her a cradle, like a cat's cradle. When she's tucked in, she'll go to sleep peacefully. No, that'd be too boring. Let's see. I'll add some extra features. How about this? I'll make a special cradle that, when you place any creature inside, it won't need to eat, drink, defecate, or lose hair. Forever in peaceful sleep.
That literally just sounds like death, Enki. That literally sounds like you put it into a coma. Like, holy shit, boy. Holy shit.
Alright, let's go with that.
What's Florence better than a hero? Florence is one of the best characters in the game at the moment.
But I don't have enough materials to make my genius idea come true.
Enki rolls his eyes once again.
Hey, Ninsar, perhaps we could use your...
His gaze lands on a clock that Ninsar just repaired.
No way. Don't touch what I fixed.
Enki's expression instantly turns sour.
I just don't get it. Aren't you bored of restoring these ancient relics day in and day out? Even if you fix them, they're just lifeless objects that won't progress any further. So why don't you let me give them a makeover?
I don't understand either. Why do you have to make Nana angry? Why do you always want to go deep into the library? If you have questions, just ask me, and I'll give you the answers. You don't need to find your answer in the library. What are you exactly looking for in there?
Ninsar is getting riled up. All of a sudden, Enki turns his head, locking eyes with Ninsar, and speaks with grave seriousness.
I want to know why our father embarked on the path of no return.
Enki's reply leaves Ninsar speechless.
So how about stop acting all smart if you can't even answer such a simple question, sister? If I can go deeper into the library, maybe one day I'll meet our father and ask him that question myself.
You know that's not going to happen. He left 10 years ago. Even if we set out now, we'll never find the time sector he's in. Please, Enki, don't say anything like that again. Whether inside or outside the library, humans' short-sighted perspective will always prevent them from seeing the truth.
Yeah, it's kind of peak, to be fair. Like, he wants to find his dad. His dad left 10 years ago, but because the Library of Babel manipulates time, it's like they could technically go to other time sectors, which puts them further in time, but they'll never find the correct sector because it's like an infinite library of time and space and knowledge. So it's kind of like a dead end thing, because by the time they get to the sector that he's in currently, he won't be there anymore. He'll be even further in time through another sector, or he might even be in the past. We don't know.
Don't let the library consume you.
Don't let the library consume you, boy.
I've crossed off the librarians who went down the path of no return from the roster. Are you doing all right, Nana?
Yeah, 330 pulls. I know.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the 2 kids Tasnney left behind. They're the only ones who can make you look so grumpy.
I'd rather not talk about them. Let's just say they're giving me a headache.
Far more generous than they needed to be. Oh, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
One of them is always curious about everything, while the other doesn't seem to care about anything. If only they could somehow balance each other out.
They did cause you a lot of trouble, it seems.
Dealing with Enki is simple. Just give him a good beating and he'll behave.
Yeah.
Or at least pretend to. But Ninsar... well, you know.
Like a temple would have been enough. Now, Lychee's 5-star weapon, yeah. But it doesn't let me play the story or anything else.
To her, everything is transparent. After all, she has known the answers to everything since birth. So naturally, she has no expectation for anything.
Well, they were born inside the library. Maybe it messed with their heads?
Yeah, there's a new code. I pinned it. I pinned the Black Beacon code at the top there. If you put that code in the redemption code thing, it'll give you 33 pulls.
Despite their extraordinary intelligence, they're still limited by their young bodies. So their desires come across as innocent and unfiltered. Tasnney sure left you with 2 troublemakers.
Well, let's forget about it for now. What's causing me a bigger headache is our dwindling numbers.
Dwindling
We're
numbers.
short-staffed.
Yeah, many of us have gone down the path of no return. The library's opening hours are getting shorter, and everyone's worried it might close permanently. Me too, Nana. I've applied to join the next squad of no return. You won't see me after the beacon is activated again.
What did you just say?
Hey, don't give me that look, Nana.
I hate the Emmy on member 1's voice acting is so bad. The main roster's voice acting is good. This guy is so shit.
The library is open only for too short of a time. So, if you want to keep exploring the unknown sector, there's no turning back. But what's the harm? We won't return until we reach the end of the library. That's where we'll all end up eventually. I've waited for this day for far too long, Nana.
Nana.
I hope you can give me your blessing.
I've waited for this day for far too long. Nana. It's so like, come on, bro.
Let's think back to the past. And think about how far we've come. The first explorers of the library didn't even know how to get back to reality. Thousands of Emians sacrificed their lives to find the difference between the primordial sector and the unknown sector.
That is true.
By studying the unknown sector, countless Emians suspected that the library is a comprehensive collection of all human texts, like a decoding machine. It was only when our predecessors discovered a room full of Elish meditations that had the exact same content but different punctuation that the hypothesis was confirmed.
The hypothesis was confirmed.
Based on clues, records, and legends, our predecessors started to realize that the library might contain things from different eras.
I would have said it as this way. Based on the clues, records, and legends, our predecessors started to realize that the library might contain things from different eras.
The extension
You know?
of the library's time, and only now we have glimpsed its vast expanse.
It's like, the extension of the library's time, and only now have we glimpsed its vast expanse.
Until recently, some of us suggested that there is no separate time dimension within the library, but rather, time itself is an extra dimension that has always existed.
Yeah, the concept behind what they're saying is so interesting. It's so wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey.
I'm genuinely curious about what else this library holds. Nana, I'm really curious. What is it exactly? Does it have an end? And why does it keep creating new content? There are so many unknowns ahead, and I must embark on this journey. How can I resist?
It's like this part is like he's saying it in such like a, he's looking up and he's like just enthralled by curiosity and mystery and wonder. And this is how I would say it, like, what is it exactly? Does it have an end? And what does it keep creating new content? There are so many unknowns ahead, and I must embark on this journey. How can I resist?
Pray for
You know,
me,
it's like
Nana.
you need to sound like it's like, oh my
If
god.
in the future, I'll be sure to have the final answers. And when that time comes, I'll share everything I've seen and heard with you.
Nana smiles, looking into eyes filled with pure curiosity.
I understand. May you return from the library.
Thank you, Enheduanna.
Enheduanna. He returns the same smile.
Although, I'd prefer to meet you again on the path of no return.
What waits at the end of the hexagon? For every Emian that has always been the ultimate question. No one has ever reached the end, and no one has ever returned. Therefore, the question remains unanswered. However, everyone desires the ultimate answer, which eventually drives them onto a path of no return. In the Age of Faith, his place was seen as the library of the gods. In the Age of Enlightenment, his place was seen as an extraordinary miracle. In the time when the universe was described through equations, this place was seen as a mystery. And in the time when humanity has abandoned its gaze from the heavens to see the stars, this place has become an eternal decoding machine, deciphering all knowledge in a ceaseless, exhaustive state. This infinite hexagon contains the past, the present, and the future. It holds all the possibilities and everything unimaginable, yet it offers no answer or hope. Such is the Library of Babel. Once the unknown is revealed, there is no turning back to ignorance. 80 years ago. Time travel. Oh, I can hear my cat. 23 years before the world calendar. Come on now. As my vision clears again, the scenery around me has subtly changed. Zero and Erishan, standing beside me, exchange solemn glances. Hey. What's going on here? Everything looks different now.
Report in, Zero.
Ooh.
It has been confirmed that the sector we were previously in was B80, and 3 years ago, the content of the books in this sector was changed to modern computer theory. For 100 years before that, this sector was exclusively dedicated to astrophysics.
Ansharp circles in the air and gracefully lands on its master's shoulder, chirping at Zero. Zero listens attentively, then looks at Erashan and then me before announcing her conclusion.
We have indeed traveled to the past.
Erashan's expression becomes unreadable.
How did you perceive it?
There were no signs, no warning. For me, it ended in the blink of an eye.
Me too. Hey, I'm talking to you. How did you manage to do that?
Me? I don't know. I blink as many thoughts momentarily stop. I was just thinking about finding Tasnney. What? Don't look at me like that. It's the truth. I thought about Tasnney and next thing I know we're here.
Just like that?
Just like that. Yeah, as simple as that. What were you expecting? Were you expecting some kind of grand spectacle? It's not how it works, apparently. Erashan looks deflated.
That doesn't make sense at all. Where did Cosmos find such a bizarre person?
Her voice trails off, almost inaudible.
I should just stop calling you the Seer and start calling you the Almighty Time Machine.
So, our next move? Shall we go find Tasnney?
We've come this far already. Let's go find Tasnney and the command to stop the spear. We can't be too prepared anyway. I'm curious what other miracles I'll witness on this trip.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Enemies.
I hope you guys won't bore me to death.
Come on, that's the best you can do? Oh. Oh, come on.
You're weak. You're weak. You'll always be weak. You'll always be weak.
Okay. Let's keep moving.
This place looks impassable to me.
Huh? Why don't we just smash through it?
There we go. You gotta freeze it in time and then you gotta smash it.
Find Tasnney?
Okay.
I mean, this place shows all the possible moments of every second, right? You think just finding the right time will lead us to the right person?
Let's keep moving. Oh. Alright, Ninsar. Ninsar. Hello there.
What's a kid doing here in the library?
You are...
The girl casts an unusual glance. I say a casual glance.
So, you're the successors from the future.
The successors from the future. With just one glance, she sees through who we are.
So, visitors from another sector. What are you seeking?
What are we seeking? We're seeking Tasnney, of course. We're seeking Tasnney, of course.
I see. It seems you've undergone unbelievable adventures to finally get here.
Indeed. Who are you?
My name is Ninsar.
Ninsar.
Don't you have anything to ask us?
No, I have nothing to ask you, Bloodline of Cosmos.
Did she just say bloodline?
How do you know?
I just do. Everything in this ordered world is crystal clear to me. I know all the answers to any question, without any rhyme or reason. However...
Ninsar's gaze lands on me, and she waves at me like I am some tiny critter.
Come.
Despite her childlike face and voice, her voice carries an irresistible force. I gather my courage and walk towards her.
The seer, right? So, the future Cosmos did receive an interesting prophecy.
I knew that a person who was so good at disguise wasn't as ordinary as he seemed.
You got the new redeemable code? Yeah, it's pinned. It's pinned. I pinned it at the top. She raises her hand and tickles my face with her fingertips.
I can't see through you, but since you're favored by the Library of Babel, I'm willing to help you find the answers you seek.
Just like that?
As a matter of fact, I'm searching for Tasnney too.
You're searching for Tasnney too? Anticipating Arishan's next question, Ninsar answers before she can even speak.
Tasnney is my bloodline.
At that moment, Ninsar seems to think of something.
Speaking of which, I do have a question that only you can answer.
And what would that be?
Have you seen a librarian named Enki on the list?
Enki. Zero, who has been silent, shakes her head.
No. And your name is not on them either.
I see.
Ninsar lets out a soft sigh.
Looks like neither Enki nor I have returned from the journey. Let's go. Time is ticking.
Let's go.
How are we supposed to find Tasnney?
I know how to find him. Just follow my lead.
Can we do this yet? No, head librarian's permission required. Okay. Can we go? So we can go back. Usually there's something hidden back here. Usually. There can sometimes be hidden paths and whatnot. I don't know if there is, but there can sometimes be. Because you can go all the way back. You can go back. And sometimes they do leave secrets behind. But clearly not this time. So let's keep moving. Okay, which way does it want us to go? We can go up here as well. Nice!
It's not the right way, but a little exploring couldn't hurt.
No, indeed not.
You just can't resist being curious, can you?
No, I can't resist being curious. It's great. Very nice. Ah, the chest has now been secured. Very nice. Perfect. Now we can go back. Let's return home.
A dead end.
It's not a dead end.
Smash it.
You know what to do.
Smash it.
Bloodline of Cosmos.
Don't talk like you know me so well. Who's that Enki you mentioned earlier?
He's my younger brother.
The brother.
He ventured down the path of no return before I did. I went out to find him and bring him back.
But I couldn't find him.
But
He's
now
lost.
It looks like I failed.
That's fine. Okay.
Let's move upward.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites. Another one bites the dust. Why did you say you failed?
Because your partner already told me the answer. Those who embark on the path will be removed from the list of librarians.
Oh.
The library's prophecies are bound to happen. All those prophecies are predetermined facts.
Predetermined facts. I see.
Interesting fellow.
Here we are. Where do you think you're going? You can't take me down that
The
easily.
director's office is on the other side of this area.
Like this.
Let's head in that direction.
This is going to require... Going to the conference room requires head... Ah, okay. I see. I see. Can't go to the conference room just yet. Damn. What a pain.
Why is this area blocked off?
This is the foolproof door.
The foolproof door.
The foolproof door?
Yeah, the coded gate set up by my stupid brother. It'll open only when all its questions are answered.
Sit, Doc. Here's your question.
First question. Get ready.
How many moons would fit inside one Kepler 452b?
Huh? What?
Huh? Who in the world knows the answer to such a question?
I can imagine Enki does. He asks the most impossible questions, apparently.
249.
Huh?
Correct.
How the hell did you know that?
Next question.
Don't even bother. This gate has 5,000 questions in total. Going through all of them will take you days, even without any breaks.
I see.
Let's just blast it away.
No, it won't budge. It's stronger than you can ever imagine. Not even Mer can do anything about it.
So, what should we do now?
Enki left a back door so that someone could open it.
Okay, and I suppose you might know this back door?
The one who raised us.
The one who raised you? And who raised you?
That's not important. Well, let's get back to the main hall, and I'll tell you what to do.
Alright then.
See those messed up books? Enki did that on purpose. Just put them back on the center shelf in a specific order, clockwise, and that gate will open.
Clockwise, huh? Alright then, let's get to work. Put the books back clockwise, you say. What's the point of setting up such a contraption?
Because the one Enki fears will calm down after things are sorted.
The one Enki fears? And who would that be? Here we go. Prepare yourselves.
We'll have to deal with some problems.
Dimension slash.
Looks like you've run
Ching 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 ching. Hoorah! Ah. You're
Go check
weak.
under the desk.
Check
There.
under the desk.
You'll find the answer
Ah.
you're seeking.
Here? This thing here? What am I looking for?
Enki, stop right there.
What the? Enki!
Catch him.
I think we found Enki. The boy avoids making eye contact with Ninsar, scratches his head, and glances away, trying to cover up his guilt with a careless one. Obviously, his attempt backfires as Ninsar angers intensifies.
You are such an...
She raises her hand high.
Sis?
At the last moment, instead of landing with force, her hand loses its momentum and gently touches Enki's face.
Idiot. I've been looking for you. Why did you go on the journey alone without telling me?
You! Hey, you! Alright. My bad. Just don't do that. Sorry. It's all my fault. Don't give me that look.
Google account doesn't connect. Yeah, sometimes the Google account... No, so there's a bug with the Google account. The devs are working to fix the problem, which is why people are connecting their Facebook and their Apple ID, or they're just playing as a guest.
Seriously, I mean it. I won't do it again.
In a panic, Enki turns his head towards us, as if seeking help, trying to change the subject in a clumsy way.
By the way, who are they? Why don't you introduce me to them? Hey there, guys. Are you Ninsar's friends? I can't believe my silly sis actually made friends.
Pleasure, Enki.
I'm Enki, her younger brother. That's obvious, right? Well, I mean, if that's not obvious to you, then your stupidity would go beyond the height of folly.
Can I smack the kid?
Your outfits. Are you also Emaons? But I've never seen you in the tower before. Are you newbies who joined after I left?
We're kinda from the future.
Wow! Then you must have heard about me from my stupid successor, Cosmos, right? Exactly!
He clears his throat and raises his head proudly.
I am his mentor, the 372nd director of MAN, and the greatest genius this tower has ever known, beyond the reach of all. That is, I am... Enki Tasnney!
You're Tasnney? This boy's Tasnney? You're Tasnney? 24 years before the world calendar.
This is your office, Director. According to the rules, I'm supposed to give you a brief introduction.
Skip the introduction. Just give me the key to the file cabinet behind the mural and the key to the safe in the hidden compartment in the floor. Oh, and the code to the gate in the hidden compartment behind the large bookshelf. Ah, forget it. I'll crack it myself.
How many times have you sneaked in before?
I think he sneaked in more than a few.
Besides the times you caught me? I don't remember, but who cares? This place is mine now. Got anything else to report? If not, just leave me alone.
His words give Nana a headache.
This is the password for the Tower of Babel's core server, along with the key to the first original archive of historical documents. And here, the highest authority password for the CAVE central database.
The cave!
Are you even listening, Director? The CAVE leaders have been notified about the change in Emeon's leadership, and they're planning a remote meeting this afternoon.
The cave leaders.
Put it off.
Put it off?
Huh?
Oh.
Or,
None disco.
better yet, you can attend in my place. I didn't become the director just to listen to those blabbering idiots.
Enki.
Nana's voice turns cold.
We are Emeon, the mouthpieces of the gods. We are obliged to listen to the prayers of the travelers from all directions and solve their problems. This has been the teaching of the Emeon since it was founded. You are now our director, our spokesperson. You must take your responsibility seriously. It's not something you can just say no to.
True. You can't just say no, you idiot. At that moment, someone gently tugs on the corner of Nana's clothes.
Ninsar?
I'll go attend the meeting, Nana.
But
It's fine. I'm a Tasnney too.
What a good sister she is. The office door opens again, and heavy footsteps into the room. Enki doesn't even need to look up to know it is Ninsar.
Back from the meeting with that bunch of morons? Anything interesting? Well, forget about those idiots. I'm about to optimize the foolproof door to version 8.0. Come and see what other questions I can add here.
Ninsar jumps down from the statue's arms and walks over to Enki, crouching down beside him.
Nothing special happened this year. All the other beacons, except the black monolith at the Tower of Babel, have stayed quiet.
I knew it. Nana's just so stuck in her ways, to put it politely. She said she listens to the prayers of travelers from all directions when, in fact, she just wants to check for any anomaly and keep tabs on everyone around the world. Obviously, we all know that anomalies have occurred maybe once every decade, if that, over the past century. Seriously, they should just disband this so-called CAVE.
The cave!
When was the last time we heard anything about Nemesis? They've been gone for years. If you ask me, they're smarter for bailing early after seeing the writing on the wall.
But something interesting is going on between Polestar and Cyril.
What's so interesting about countries' politics? They can do whatever for all I care. It's always about famine, plague, and war.
Yes.
Same old boring stuff over and over again. Unoriginal and incredibly stupid.
This kid, honestly, this kid just has not got two cares in the world. Just as Enki is about to babble on, Ninsar's words silence him.
They're having a contest about the same old boring stuff.
What kind of contest?
They're seeing who can break the speed limit of 7.9 kilometers per second first.
Oh. Ninsar keeps her gaze fixed on Enki's face, watching for any reaction.
So, who will win?
Cyril.
How much longer till they do it?
24 years from now.
24 years! Enki's hands pause and he turns his attention inward.
I guess I'll have to pick up my pace.
Pick up your pace for what?
Enki pretends not to hear and continues working. Oh, you want to cuddle, do you? Alright, come on in. Let's continue. Answer my question, Enki. Enki raises his hand, abruptly meeting Ninsar's eyes.
Or the foolproof door version 8.0, of course! Once it's done, no one will be able to disturb me anymore! This time, I'll add 1,000 questions so those dimwits won't be able to finish the game within their lifetime!
Ninsar remains silent, simply staring back at him. Their gazes intertwine, piercing through each other's minds as their faces are reflected in each other's eyes.
Why did you become the director of Emion, Enki?
The boy lets out an exaggerated cry but slightly averts his eyes.
Whoa, is the sun going out? Can't believe you're actually asking someone a question!
I know the answer, but I want to hear it straight from you.
Well, I guess I'll have to give you a serious answer, silly sis.
The boy heaves a heavy sigh.
Because the director possesses the highest authority, not bound by any rules. Nobody can stop me from doing what I'm about to do, not even you or Nana. When the beacon is activated next time, Ninsar, I'm going into the library, searching for its end.
Enki extends his hand towards Ninsar, excitement brimming on his face.
Finally, my journey will begin! Be happy for me, sis!
This is a declaration without room for debate. Ninsar does not take his hand. She bites her lip, turns around and walks away without looking back. Enki is left alone in the library, watching his sister leave.
What's wrong, Ninsar? Why are you sitting here alone, looking so down?
Ninsar panics and touches Nana's face.
Stop it. Both you and Enki are so smart, yet so childish. It's moments like these when I realize you guys are still just kids. Remember, I've watched you both grow up. I can tell when something's up, even if you're trying to hide it.
Nana walks over to Ninsar and slowly sits down.
Nana.
I'm here.
Oh, that shot. Oh my god. That shot. Let me just... Holy shit, guys. Damn, what a sight. What a sight that is, huh? What a sight that is, huh? We've all had this thinking of, you know, placing our heads upon a very attractive woman's lap, just locking eyes, like, look at this. This is great. Ninsar nests into Nana's arms.
Nana.
I'm here. Enki is about to leave, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Recent events seem to have made him anxious.
Ninsar looks up. Her calm tone carries a plea beneath it.
Nana, can we shoot down those artificial satellites made by Polestar and Cyril?
Nana gives her an incredibly warm smile.
Well, if you asked me to destroy the moon, I'd be tempted to give it a shot. Unfortunately, we can't, Ninsar. We can't interfere with those processes.
She caresses Ninsar's hand.
Just like we can't stop geocentric theory from being proposed and heliocentric theory from being discovered. We couldn't stop humanity from discovering that the Earth is round, or stop gravity from making that apple fall. Likewise, we can't prevent the discovery of the gravitational constant, or the launch of the first artificial satellite into the sky. Sooner or later, the rationality of this world will reach a point where it won't tolerate anomalies. Or us.
I'm so immersed in this story, and I love listening to something like this. It is very much a visual novel, and I know the storytelling in this game is not going to be for everyone, but I really am hooked, and I really am immersed. and because there's not really much room for me to voice act like I do in Wuthering Waves, so it's like I'm experiencing the story with you. I've played the first arc, which is the first 3 chapters before, but it's still so fun to sort of react to this with you guys.
At that time, we'll quietly step off the stage for the sake of our compatriots still living in the cave. No need to be sad about it. It's an inevitable process. An unstoppable tide. Sleep, Ninsar. My sweet girl.
Ninsar closes her eyes at Nana's gentle lullaby-like words. She is not sure if she is shedding tears due to excessive drowsiness, but she did indeed feel a drop of liquid sliding down the corner of her eyes.
My poor, sweet girl. Sleep now. Sleep in peace.
Damn. That's so deep.
What are you doing, Enki?
Nana enters the room and sees a small figure working on a large clock. Yeah, it does help it's all voiced, it does.
Ninsar complained to me about Sally always bothering her, so I'm making a cradle. This will help Sally fall asleep.
Don't treat Sally like she's some annoying cat. And wait, you're turning Ninsar's clock into a cradle? Isn't that hers?
That's hers.
But Sally is an annoying cat. She's always following us around.
Enki is honestly one of the most insufferable characters in this entire game. I cannot stand this guy. This kid is such a spoiled brat. I understand that's like the point. He's like blessed with knowledge, and because he's smarter than everyone else, it's so annoying though. So annoying. Nana resides herself, knowing she shouldn't dig deeper into this topic.
Let's talk about something else. I just spoke with Ninsar, Enki. You shouldn't have made your sister so sad like that.
Enki shakes his head with certainty.
She wasn't sad at all, silly Nana. It was all an act. She doesn't get sad.
Fine. Whatever you say. Actually, I didn't come to talk about your sister either.
Nana's expression and tone become serious.
You're well prepared, aren't you?
Enki freezes for a moment, then looks back at Nana with grave seriousness.
I am. Are you here to stop me, Enhudwana? Just so you know, even if it's you, I won't back down this time.
Of course not. When your father, Tasnney, brought you back from the library, I had a feeling this day would come. You're pretty much like him, and even more like your mother.
The term mother, which Nana has never spoken before, piques Enki's curiosity.
Our mother?
Yeah, your mother.
Nana's face takes on a nostalgic look.
Your mom was even more daring than your dad. She gave birth to you while exploring the library, and after entrusting you to Tass, she continued her journey without hesitation. If it weren't for Tass's conscience, you might have ended up as nutrients for the library, I'm afraid.
Hearing this, Enki's eyes slowly widen in surprise, as if his reflex are delayed for a moment in time.
That's a shame. Such a shame. Why would he go back for an independent life that only inherited half of his genetic information?
Your reaction is truly
This kid, man, honestly, I hate this. I don't like this character. I don't like Enki. He's such an annoying little shit.
But yeah, that's what makes you their child. It's love, Enki. The answer is love. His love for you overcame his faith. And his desire to ensure your survival surpassed his longing for the path ahead.
Enki blinks, revealing his truest thoughts to Nana.
I don't get what you're saying. Are you talking about the brain's release of phenylethylamine, oxytocin, or dopamine?
Ah, shut up. Nana smiles and shakes her head.
No, none of those. Remember this, Enki. No matter what, you and Ninsar are human beings.
Yes, you're not robots, so stop talking and acting like one.
Only by understanding the vulnerability of being human can you appreciate the significance of strength. And only by knowing the brevity of life can you see the splendor of eternity.
Of eternity.
Once you understand what I'm talking about, you'll truly become an adult instead of a kid driven purely by curiosity.
Curiosity usually leads to trouble. Enki takes a step back.
I don't like that look you're giving me. Like I'm an idiot.
Well, you are.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Nana leans down and ruffles Enki's hair despite his resistance.
You know what? You've been calling others idiots this whole time, but you've never realized your own foolishness. Who's the real silly one here?
Hey! I'm not silly.
All right, you're not.
Yes, he is. He's an idiot, Nana. Stop holding back. He's an idiot. He's an arrogant fool. Her eyes, filled with love and compassion, carry a hint of sadness.
I've seen your determination to explore the library. Now, all I can give you is my blessing for the adventure that lies ahead.
Damn. She's letting him go.
And Edwana.
She's letting him go on the journey of the Library of Babel, the path of no return.
So, go, Enki. Good luck to you.
It is actually really, really sad, to be fair. It is really, really sad. No, it is. Like, it's, oh, I like the time. Oh, I didn't realize there's a timeline. 24 BWE, 20 BWE. I didn't realize. 23 years before the world calendar.
I am his mentor, the 372nd director of MAN, and the greatest genius this tower has ever known, beyond the reach of all. That is, I am...
Enki Tasnney.
Enki Tasnney!
There it is. The energetic self-introduction is met with an eerie silence from everyone. Ninsar turns her head.
Oh, I forgot to mention. My full name is Ninsar Tasnney, and the director Tasnney you mentioned is my younger brother.
This is the director? Why didn't you tell us earlier?
Because you didn't ask?
Fair enough.
I don't give out answers unless I'm asked.
Huh? What's up with all the silence? Why did everyone suddenly get so quiet?
Zero looks calm, her face devoid of all emotion, as cold as ice, as an ice sculpture. She just keeps her eyes tightly shut, not wanting to comment on this revelation. As for Erashan, she is clearly wavering inside.
No way. That old man's mentor is a brat. He's a brat.
Enki puts a hand on his hip, pointing at Erashan with obvious dissatisfaction.
Hey! Who do you think you're talking to? Cosmos respects me very much. Although he's a mediocrity, he's my apprentice. I can't just let your rude words slide.
She is Cosmos' granddaughter.
Oh, I get it. That makes sense now.
That makes sense now. He's just as rebellious as this bitch is. You get what? I'm not seeing the connection here. What makes sense now?
It's pretty much like when I'm always calling Enhidwana an idiot. She's trying to show affection to me, right?
Enhidwana? Before I can ask who Enhidwana is, Erashan abruptly raises her voice.
Who are you saying is trying to show affection to you? You brat. Zero! Don't cover me now!
I love it so much. Zero covers Erashan's mouth.
Sorry about her misbehavior.
Looks like you're really getting along well. Just like us, right, Ninsar?
Ninsar glanced at Zero and Arishan, who is trying to say something and stays silent.
But then again, who exactly are you guys?
Let me explain.
I see. So you've come from 80 years in the future.
That's correct. But what catches his attention is not the copper sphere, or the prophecy, or the impending doom of the library. Enki walks around me with unbridged interest, like a curious child surveying a new toy he has never seen before.
This is fascinating! I never expected someone could actually travel through different sectors within the library. I've gained new insights about this place.
Wait, you know I can travel through time, even though I haven't done it in front of you?
Can I touch you?
I prefer to keep an appropriate distance. Without waiting for my response, Enki moves closer.
Your skull looks normal. No hidden organs, or extra ears or eyes. How do you perceive the
Thank you for the follow, Water Gaming. Thank you very much for that, brother.
Don't actively perceive it.
Enki traces the back of my neck and down my spine, then gives me my ribs a firm squeeze.
7 cervical vertebrae, 12 thoracic vertebrae, and 24 ribs. Your bone structure is just like that of an ordinary human, so what makes you so special?
Do you mind?
I don't feel any implants or augmentations under your skin, and based on the echoes, your heart and lungs seem pretty normal too.
Can you please stop touching me like that?
Well, let's examine your lower back, tailbone, and pelvis.
What? Zero steps forward and stops Enki's hand.
Master Enki, please be gentle with our seer.
Enki's eyes light up again when he sees Anchirp on Zero's shoulder.
Well, then can I study this plump chicken on your shoulder? How fascinating!
This plump chicken on your shoulder?
A bird that possesses human intelligence and can transform into pure energy. What exactly are you?
Chirp. Anchirp gets startled, feathers standing on end, and then disappears from sight. Looks like it won't be showing itself to Enki for a while. After a brief commotion, Enki reluctantly stops, but his curious gaze lingers.
Can you show me your ability? I mean, the ability to travel through different time sectors.
Then he immediately shakes his head.
Oh, forget it. Never mind. It feels like cheating if you can just go wherever you want. It's dull. I want to savor the novelty of this library fully. I'd rather take a long route than a shortcut.
Are you really the former director? So this is the style of the former director, then? You're such a child. Something is seriously wrong with you.
What are you talking about? Are you thinking I'm a fake or something?
No, I'm saying you're a child, and a disrespectful one at that. You don't take life seriously. You're a brat. No, I'm just a bit surprised. I recount what I heard from Zero and Enki's remarkable achievements. Now, it is difficult to reconcile those extraordinary creations with the kid in front of me. Thank you. Is it Ricky Runs? Thank you for the follow, brother. Appreciate you. Enki's face mirrors my own surprise.
The truth verifier? The singularity explosion model? And the complete language? What the heck? I never made any of those.
Well, you did now.
Master Enki, the librarians gave them different names from what you originally called them. The truth verifier is actually the multi-button self-regulating rhythmic hypnotizer.
We really need to find... I think that the truth verifier is better.
Ah, now I get it. That's a remarkable device. You throw a proposition at it, and it just keeps clattering away all night. Perfect for curing insomnia.
Perfect for curing insomnia?
But those idiots thought it was a waste to have it by my bedside, so they forced me to hand it over. But before I did, I gave it one final task. There are no propositions in the world that this machine can't prove. If they want to hear it clatter, they can listen to it all they want. So how's it going after 80 years? Is it still clattering away?
As you expected, the truth verifier still operates to this day, ceaselessly outputting the proof process. We simply cannot repurpose it.
It's unrepurposable.
I see. So, what about the singularity explosion model you mentioned?
That is actually your personal cookbook called Singularity Popcorn.
Singularity popcorn.
Oh, right. But I thought it was a complete failure.
Apparently not.
I was trying to calculate the exact space-time coordinates where the shockwave of a singularity explosion would decay just enough to turn corn kernels into popcorn.
Huh? How the hell does someone come up with such a bizarre idea? It's so bizarre. Enki is a bizarre brat. That's what he is.
But the next singularity cycle would take too long for the recipe to come to fruition in my lifetime.
That's his new nickname now, the bizarre brat. I hate this kid.
So, I chucked that cookbook into the shredder. Wait, did they retrieve it?
Exactly. The librarians retrieved that invaluable book from the shredder.
Seriously, I just don't understand what those idiots are thinking. And what about this complete language? Which one of my genius creations did they misunderstand this time?
Yo, thank you. Is it I am JPS? Thank you for the follow, brother. I appreciate it. Welcome in. That's what it looks like. You see this? Looks like a star.
Awesome, let me take a look.
Enki examines it, then presses his arms against his sides, declaring energetically.
Nope, never seen it before. I have no idea what it is.
I knew we shouldn't expect much from this cocky runt.
Erashan, pack it in.
Oh, I see. So you not only admire your grandpa, but also have respect for me. Looks like your grandpa taught you well.
Did he really just think that was respect from Erashan? I thought that was just bullying.
Admire? Respect? Taught me well? Who are you talking about, you little...
Please just ignore her, Master Enki.
It's alright. Do you recognize this, Ninsar?
Ninsar looks at the picture.
You are the source of life. You fell from the heavens to the Memphis River. Your descent was meant for us and stirred ripples throughout the valley. At dawn, you rise in the sky. You exalt the day. You give nourishment to humanity, just as you give them life.
Spare us your mumbo-jumbo prayers.
I'm translating the text on this sphere.
Oh, I forgot about this. Ninsar gives us a sidelong glance.
It's a hymn, an ancient ode from Memphis praising the sun. More specifically, it's a hymn written by the 18th monarch of Memphis, Akhenaton, in praise of Aten, the god of the sun.
The god of the sun?
If I'm correct, this copper sphere you recovered from the Philistine Sea. It's the god of the sun for ancient Memphis.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I start to understand why it looks a bit like the star simulator I made earlier.
The star what?
I see. So basically, this stuff is a magnetically confined fusion reactor.
A fusion reactor? Why is it not called a tokamak? The god of the sun is a magnetically confined fusion reactor, huh?
Just as we suspected, Ere.
I had a feeling it might be something like that, but I didn't think it would be an actual nuclear explosion. No wonder it obliterates everything.
Yeah. Nuclear explosion, huh?
Why are you so surprised? Even the real sun is just a massive fusion reactor.
But why did it appear in an ancient time like that?
Because of the beacons. The beacons, of course! They're all anomalies created by beacons. And there's more than one beacon in this world. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them happened to fall in ancient Memphis.
So, this so-called god of the sun...
It's not really a god. At least, not in the grand universal sense.
The idea of God originally came from ignorance. Ancient people did not understand the unknown and could not control it. Hence they revered it as gods.
Gods. It gods.
It has nothing to do with rituals, worship, sacrifices, fear, obedience, or faith. It is just a collective term for things beyond
Like,
human
her
knowledge.
British accent isn't the worst, but when she says the word gods, it's like African god. I'm going to worship the gods. It's like gods. She says gods like that, like gods. You know, like gods. It isn't. It doesn't like a god. It's like it doesn't say it normally.
And any phenomenon caused by these things beyond human knowledge is called an anomaly.
An anomaly.
Any highly advanced technology might seem like magic at first. But once you unveil the mystery, you'll realize that it's just boring stuff. But come to think of it, for early humans, the sun was a celestial body that brought life to everything. For present humans, the sun is a star that constantly produces nuclear fusion inside.
This is true, by the way. I love how they merge history and mythology together and religion together. It's so fascinating. I love it.
Worshipping the sun for humans is like worshipping farming and production. So, if one can harness the power of nuclear fusion...
Chat, type 1 if
they
you're enjoying the story so far.
essentially harness the sun
Type
itself.
1, even if you're lurkers, even if you're lurking, type 1 if you're enjoying the story so far.
Even if we keep calling this copper sphere the god of the sun, it's not entirely wrong.
I think you're overcomplicating things. Let me simplify it for you. Imagine you throw a light bulb into an ant nest, and the ants start worshipping it as if it's a god or something. Now, imagine that copper sphere as something left on Earth by some powerful alien, then discovered by a bunch of monkeys who end up worshipping it like a god.
Oh my god. This kid. Honestly, this fucking kid.
Well, that's one way to look at it.
That is a strange way of looking at it. Ninsar interrupts the scientific explanations, going in different directions.
Anyway, if there's a command that can control the copper sphere, it probably wouldn't be in the language of Memphis, or any human language. It is obvious that this sphere was created by someone else. Let's call them gods for now. Naturally, those creators used the language of the gods, or a language completely alien to human understanding, to command their creations.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Now that's interesting. A vulgar language even fools can understand. I mean, the complete language. I didn't complete it when I ventured down the path of no return. Now, if there's a language that commands gods, then I should definitely include it in the complete language. Even gods should be able to understand the complete language. While I continue my journey, I'll help you study the sphere and this so-called language of gods to figure out the command you're looking for.
Sounds good.
How long do you think it will take, Master Enki?
3 years should be enough. Since you can travel through time, meet me in this sector 3 years from now.
Enki stares at me with eager anticipation.
I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what surprises you will bring.
Okay then. 3 years from now.
3 years from now.
There we go. There we are. So we travel to 3 years. So now it's 20 BWE. There we go. Now it's 3 BWE. Yeah, that's fine. We only need 2 characters. We don't need the entire team. Of course not. Of course not. If I sign in as guest, I can link later, right? I believe so, yes. I've been told that that is possible. Yeah, there you go. Look, see, Ricky Runners has just confirmed it. 3 years later. 20 years before the world calendar. Well, this is the room Enki told me to come back to 3 years later.
That's it.
That's it.
Feels like nothing really happened at all. Like always. What did you do exactly?
I just thought of 3 years from now, and then Bob's drunk will find you're out. I'm here. Are you expecting something special or something? Because I'm not a miracle worker here.
Do you have the slightest idea who you're talking to? Never mind.
I would hydrate myself, but I haven't got a drink. I need to go and get another drink soon. But thank you for the hydrate. Knight. Is it Knight? Thank you very much for that, buddy. Appreciate it.
Report in, Zero.
Scammed, Sag.
Working on it. Something seems to have appeared on the desk.
What is that? What is that? Wait, what is this over here first? What is this? Another pendant upgrade. Okay, good. Wait, can we? We can't go. No, we can't go back right now. Is there any chests or anything that I'm missing? Can't go up that way. Okay, here we go. We approach the desk. As expected, there is a piece of paper on it.
Hey, fools! If you're actually reading this note, congrats! You've made it to the world 3 years later. Praise me, Master Enki, the great god of wisdom! I've sifted through all the documents I could find and translated everything about this copper ball into modern language.
Oh, sugoi!
P.S. I was thinking of writing the conclusion of a vulgar language even fools can understand crossed out in the complete language, but Ninsar said you probably won't get it, so I gave up on the idea. Seems like the complete language is still too advanced for humans. Well, the stupidity of idiots never ceases to amaze me. I've stored most of the documents in the library, planning to show it off to you. But then I realize it's not worth showing off at all. Displaying knowledge that even morons can comprehend is just plain boring. And who knows if you'll even find that sector after 3 years. So I just tossed it somewhere along the way.
What?
Anyway, there are 5 documents in total. If you guys don't have anything better to do, look out for them. Let's get back on track. I'm holed up in the conference room because of some emergencies. I've hidden the access to the conference room in the Hall of Keys. Grab that first and then come find me.
Okay.
I left some markings on the path to the Hall of Keys, so keep your eyes peeled for them.
Okay.
What kind of markings, you ask? Well, the kind only a genius like me can create. Don't bother looking for me if you can't even recognize them.
Okay.
After all, communicating with a dimwit would just bring me down to their level.
Shut up! Tear off the note. Yeah. A vibration comes from a short distance away. Oh. I
If I catch that pesky brat, I'll give him a beating he won't forget.
So aggressive, Jesus Christ.
Why is this area in shambles? Is it abandoned?
I mean, it has been 3 years, so a lot can change in 3 years, to be fair. Is that the best you can do? Come on. Oh, wait. There we go. There we are. The singular... Oh, I didn't realize it hurts me. I didn't realize it hurts me. Oh, I could have just gone this way. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Let's keep moving. Oh, hello. These enemies are just falling apart. Like, they're actually so, like, they're so squishy. Like, they just die so easy. That's why I went to 0. That's literally why I went to 0. The current progress has been saved.
That must be the marking Master Enki left behind.
Let's follow
Let's
it.
follow it.
Let's follow it down. Oh, wait. Okay, you know. Oh. I can't even break the door. Maybe I come back to it later or something. Oh, what's that? Wait, what is that? What is this? There's a marking on the floor. Is there something... Maybe I have to... Maybe the room has to be, like, the right side up? It's all very trippy. It's all very trippy.
This must be the library Master Enki mentioned in his note. We should keep an eye out for the documents that Master Enki mentioned.
Alright, let's... What are you gonna do about it, huh? Great, you've just walked into the time trap. Well done, donkeys. Ah, more of you, huh? Alright, let's have it then. Oh, you just got cooked. Oh, there's more of you, is there? Alright, let's have it. Yes. There we go. I think that is all of them. Permission required. I think we have to come back there when I have the permission, to be honest. So I go down there, but I think there's a staircase up here. Ooh. Ah, it's one of the scriptures. I think it's one of the scriptures that he was talking about. I think. I've got so used to it now, it would get on my nerves.
All things have names. Names wield power, shaping their existence and binding their essence. What do you think?
Names carry significance. Oh!
What nonsense are you spouting? But it's intriguing how humans managed to control the anomaly. The people of Memphis were truly bold.
Is there anything I'm missing around here? What is that? Oh, is that it? Next stage? Next stage, let's go. Okay, where do we go now?
Speaking of that, why isn't that annoying brat waiting for us where we agreed? Is he trying to hide from something?
What is this? Is that a door? A hidden door! A hidden door! Where? Oh. Where the hell am I? It appears I've found some hidden thingy-majiggy. Okay. Okay. Okay then. Anything back here? Oh, hello. Oh, a chest. Was that what was here? Is that it? I can keep moving down. Ooh, what's this? What is that? Oh, so okay. That makes sense. Okay. It sort of circled us back. That's pretty cool. I like that. I didn't do that in the beta. That was pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay. I don't think I needed to do all this though. Unless I miss something when it's putting you back here. No, I don't believe so. So there's one hidden door there. That elevator doesn't work, which means I have to activate this. There we are. Perfect. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, hello there. Destroy them all. Do that. There we go.
Looks like you've run into a bit of trouble.
And just like that, I killed them all.
Let's keep moving.
I'm too powerful for my own good. Can we move up here? I'm looking for... There should be chests and stuff around. I can walk this way. Okay. Is there a oh, what's that? What is this? Something hidden? An instant, a once flattened paper model transforms into a living, breathing entity. What the hell? Interesting. Anything else that I'm missing? Or... Because I think you can just go around in circles at this point. You can just follow the path around again and just keep going around and around and around. I don't think there's any point, though. I don't think there's any point. Okay, let's keep moving. No, this way. Here we are.
We're almost to the conference room.
Okay, here we go.
Let's hope that runt has found the words to stop a 10 from blowing itself up. Or I'll...
Calm down now, Erishan. Calm down. Not to worry. What is this place? This looks like a boss arena. Oh, I think it is. I think it is if I remember correctly.
Hey there, fools from 3 years ago.
Hello, Enki.
Since you've made it here, you must have found the instructions I left behind, right? Did you collect all 5 documents?
Well, sure thing. We've got them right here.
Not bad. Even fools can gain wisdom through learning. Well, in any case, I gathered a lot of documents from the Memphian era and studied the light bulb thrown into the ant's nest.
Okay, what does that mean? A light bulb? Are you talking about R10?
Huh? Aren't we talking about the copper sphere you showed me earlier? Aren't you looking for a way to turn it off?
Yeah, that's R10. That's R10.
Well, I managed to decipher the language of its creator.
Enki stops talking and looks at me with obvious pride, as if to say, impressed yet? This is truly amazing. You really are a genius. I'll be like, sorry. Wow, you did it. I expected nothing less from the previous director.
You can be quite flexible sometimes. You're starting to impress me.
Enki seems genuinely satisfied with my compliment.
It was a piece of cake, really. But honestly, when I found the answer, I was a bit disappointed. As I thought, those ancient people were just stupid. The language they revered as divine turned out to be so simple. Well, let me start from the beginning. Thousands of years ago, there was another beacon in Memphis, and it created an anomaly that enveloped the entire city of Akedaton, turning it into perpetual night.
Is that what this thing is?
The only source of light in Akedaton was a metallic sphere that emanated light and heat non-stop, just like the sun. Amenhotep, the 18th monarch of Memphis, honored it as the god of the sun.
The god of the sun.
He named it Aten, and changed his own name to Akedaton, which means the soul of Aten. The so-called language of the gods recorded in the ancient Memphis documents can be easily understood by any math professor in our time, and even more so in your time. If you've been to school, you should understand its true nature. In the Memphian language, Aten is referred to Aten, where A stands for 0 and 10 stands for 1.
Okay.
In their literature, all prayers related to Aten consist of only these 2 syllables.
You know what's crazy? They're mixing mythology, history, legend, and like their own fictional world together. So not everything they're saying is like pure fiction. Some of it is like loose fact, but I like it a lot. I do like it a lot.
Seriously, it's getting tiresome explaining something as simple as a language with 2 elements. What's it called again?
Binary, of course.
Precisely. The language of the god? It's binary!
It's binary. It's binary.
It's funny how millions of people worship the god of the sun, trying to please it with their prayers. But in reality, the god was waiting for them to give it commands. It responded not because it was happy, but because they happened to stumble upon the correct code. I've delved into your era over the past 3 years, of course mostly with information provided by Ninsar. It makes me laugh whenever I think about Akhenaten's capital city. It must have been like a keyboard, with each prayer being a key. Countless people spent decades typing away, finally stumbling upon a few valid commands, which they carefully transcribed and preserved as oracles. They could have commanded the sun to rise, yet they knelt to pray to it. Is there anything more stupid than that? And to think that the prayers from thousands of years ago eventually became the cornerstone of human civilization. That's the greatest joke ever!
Jesus Christ. Knowledge is power, but knowledge also leads to arrogance. I'm learning from Enki.
Tragically, Pharaoh Akedaton accidentally stumbled upon the last command, which turned out to be the self-destruction command for that copper sphere. So, yeah. Hecaton got completely wiped out by the god's anger. That's the whole story of Hecaton and Aten.
Ah.
I thought it'd take me 3 years to uncover the secrets of this language of the gods. Turns out, it only took me 3 days. No, at most 3 hours.
3 hours? So how are we supposed to stop it? Enki's face scrunches up in a sour expression.
About that, well, you know, let's not dwell on that for now.
Ereshkigal shoots Enki a piercing look.
Don't try to change the subject, you little brat.
Zero glances around.
Speaking of which, Master Enki, where's Lady Ninsar?
Oh, right. Since I've given you so much information, it's time for a little favor in return.
What? We never agreed to a favor in return.
You've gotta help me before I tell you the divine command to stop the sphere. Fair deal, right?
Sure. What favor?
That's the attitude. Actually, not long after we parted ways with you, I had an argument with Ninsar, and that's why I'm hiding out here.
Ah, I see.
She's probably furious with me right now.
I can see that.
What did you do?
Well, I didn't really do anything. Here's the deal. Ninsar has a grubby cat.
Right.
So, I made a cat's cradle to keep it from bothering Ninsar ever again.
Yeah, it's like we saw that in the story. He made a cradle for the cat.
Once you place the cat inside, it won't need to eat, drink, or defecate. And it won't shed hair. It'll just sleep peacefully all the time.
Right. Are you trying to put the cat in eternal slumber or something?
Why are you talking such nonsense too? It's a cradle! A cradle! Just a regular old cradle to make the cat sleep peacefully.
Right.
And what happened then, Master Enki?
Making a questionable device wouldn't make your sister that mad, right?
Yes, of course. Yes. What could have possibly happened to make her freak the fuck out? What? Enki averts his gaze.
Well, the thing is, I made that cradle using a clock she had restored.
What?
Come on, it's not that big a deal, right? Why would she be so angry?
Because she restored it, and you destroyed it to create a cat's cradle.
Master Enki, with all due respect, you really brought this upon yourself.
Yeah, yeah, you donkey.
Is it really that bad?
Yes, she restored a clock that she was working on. You destroyed it to make something she didn't need. It's ridiculous.
Hey, you! Is it seriously that bad?
Yes.
Ugh. She was furious when she found out. She even tried to stuff me in that cradle. I managed to run away and ended up completely separated from her. Anyway, please help me out. I have no clue how to calm her down this time.
Fine. We'll help you. Just relax. Okay, here we go. The Mountain of Gods. The Mountain of Gods. I can't remember which philosopher said this, but only the ignorant can marvel at the wonders of creations. But what of the omniscient? Will they never be able to experience the indescribable splendor of the world? Perhaps due to being born in the anomaly known as the Library of Babel, she is gifted with eyes that see through all things in this world. From the moment of her birth, she has seen through all the answers of this world. To her, this world is transparent, holding neither unknowns nor surprises. Those born of the summit can never truly understand the joy of an adventure as they ascend the peak. Knowing the answer to everything, she is haunted by the feeling of infinite emptiness. The splendor of this world was reached billions of years ago. In an instant, a mere fraction of time, everything existing today is but the aftermath of that explosion, a fading solace. As far as she can see, humans would exhaust their lifespans in their futile attempts to reach the gate of truth. No matter how much they struggle, the outcome won't change. She does not expect too much from something with a fleeting existence that will soon fade away.
Do you know the answer to the library, Ninsar?
I believe I've answered that question many times.
Enki giggles.
I keep asking this because not even you know the answer.
You're being mean.
Ninsar sighs as she looks at the black monolith. It holds the final questions that not even she can answer. Where did it come from? Who created it? Why is it standing here? Why did it bring the anomaly into the world? The sky and the earth remain silent on these questions. Anomaly. What an exquisite name. A medium of divine revelation, a phenomenon beyond the laws of nature. Ninsar feels that way. Perhaps the first human on the planet gained wisdom not by staring at the stars, but by gazing at the black monolith. It is not a miracle, it is a god in itself. The transformation of matter and energy within the library occurs without any loss, and even entropy can be freely reversed. All the answers Ninsar knows do not apply to that place. It is another universe with vastly different logic. Is that universe also attempting to answer these questions in the most brutal way? The method of exhaustion? She does not know the answer. All she knows is that humans who can't even reach the gate of truth in their own world will never reach the end of the library. Their exploration is futile, utterly worthless, a pointless journey destined to yield no answers. But why? Why are there still people who embark on the path of no return?
I want to know why our father embarked on the path of no return.
It wasn't that she didn't know the answer, but rather, the answer was all too obvious. Therefore, it wasn't a question, but rather an answer that Enki gave to her. It is a yearning for knowledge. The desire for knowledge is the innate instinct of all intelligent beings, and none can escape its dominance. In that sense, the library is more like an insatiable beast. With its infinite possibilities, it has been enticing all truth-seers to march forward and ultimately become its sustenance. What exactly does it want to devour? Everything. Anything is acceptable. Ninsar mutters to herself. Just don't take Enki away from me. That's sad, man. That's so sad.
I guess I'll have to pick up my pace.
Pick up your pace for what?
She knows she shouldn't have asked that question. She already knew the answer deep down, but she still wants to hear it for herself, even if it would only end up distressing her. Only in these moments does she truly recognize the human flaws that still reside within her. Anomalies are existence abandoned by the world, or more precisely, something forgotten by the world known to mankind. As humanity's knowledge of the universe grows greater and more perfect, irrational things will be forgotten. With the passage of time, the beacon has been activated less and less frequently, and many anomalies have become myths and legends. She has seen the future. The rockets manufactured by the Republic of Cyrell have already surpassed the escaped velocity, and in 2 more years, polar star will achieve the same. The first man-made satellite is about to break through the atmosphere, and the age of astronautics is approaching. Near-Earth orbit will soon become as crowded as a highway. When sunlight within the vacuum is reflected in the camera, myths and eras as associated with them will fade away forever. Yggdrasil will wither, and the 9 realms will collapse. The giant elephants and the tortoises that carry the earth will die, and the sun will no longer be carried by boats of carriages. The shape of the world will henceforth remain a sphere, eternally. As the unknown becomes known, humanity retains only one way to explain the universe, and the rest will become legends. The library will soon be completely closed. The world of increasing entropy shall never tolerate its existence. The unknown land will forever remain unknown. The mountain where the gods reside will no longer allow anyone to climb it. Wouldn't this be an urgent call for the child aspired to climb the mountain of gods? How truly tragic is this countdown for one as such? Every time Ninsar woke up in the middle of the night, she would instinctively reach out to touch the space beside her on the bed. Hey Gojira, how is it going, brother? How do you enjoy? Oh man, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. We're just playing through the story. But one day, when she opened her eyes and realized that the scrawny figure was no longer on the pillow next to her, when the tower was no longer filled with his laughter, she knew that fateful day had finally come. And she, too, had to depart towards the unknown.
So, you're the successors from the future.
I'm just having troubles with the wonky controls. I'm not doing too bad with them. But I can see where people would find them wonky. I don't find them too confusing, but I had to readjust a few buttons myself. With just one glance, she saw through those travelers.
So, visitors from another sector. What are you seeking?
She knew the answer to her journey when she saw their confused look upon hearing her and Enki's names. The library's prophecies are absolute. This realm is independent from the human timeline, and there is no beginning or end to this space. Everything that has happened happens in the past, present, and future at the same time. Lol, it took some getting used to, but it's mostly alright now. I mainly just have a problem with the camera being locked. I always just drag the camera with my mouse. Neither she nor Enki managed to come back. Such was their fate. However, looking at the modified clock beside her, the thought suddenly sprouts in her mind and grows frantically. Her brother, a genius with a touch of foolishness, always invents something beyond one's wildest imaginations. Even when he intended to make a cat's cradle, he ended up inventing a miraculous machine that could put people into a state of permanent hibernation. Any living being that stays inside will reach a state of complete dormancy. Not only will they fall into a deep sleep, but even their cellular metabolic processes will come to a complete standstill. While Enki is a different child. If she can somehow lock him into the cradle, she will be able to take him with her on the journey. Even if one day she collapsed on the journey, perhaps in the distant future, a seeker will find Enki in the cradle and take him away. Furthermore, if the person happens to be a seer that Cosmos found, and if they possess the ability to travel through time, she might even be able to ask that person to return to this sector in the future to awaken Enki. This will allow Enki to travel to the future. In this way, Enki will have a second chance, a chance to start his journey anew, a chance to escape this doomed fate without any answers. Nah, no worries, Gojira. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you, man. Take it easy, man. Is it a boss fight? I think this is the boss fight. I think we're at the boss fight now, guys. I think this is the boss fight. Let's get Nana in here. There we go.
You're all such good kids.
Thanks, Nana. All right, then. Let the challenge begin. Cradle of peaceful rest.
Anyway, please help me out. I have no clue how to calm her down this time.
He uttered those words. Zero and Erishan's gazes simultaneously grow serious. Erishan draws out her scythe while Zero immediately picks me up. What? What? We just get swept off our feet? Damn. In the next moment, a huge clock breaks through the wall, like a wild horse crashing through the place where we were standing and slamming into Enki, who is still dumbfounded.
Whoa! Why is it coming again?
Ari.
I've got this.
Here it comes. Look out.
Hey, pesky brat! How am I supposed to make this monster stop?
Attack the clockwork behind it! That powers the entire mechanism!
Alright, attack the clockwork behind it. Okay, got it. Gotcha.
Then let's be a bit more serious.
Ah!
Wait, we can make good use of this large gear.
Okay.
You're breaking the cat's cradle!
We kind of have to, buddy boy.
Break it, Zero! Bella.
Don't get any closer, Ari. Something is...
Dimensional slash. Oh, wow. I did a lot of damage.
You
Holy shit.
reminding me, okay? So your cat's cradle here is equipped with a star annihilator?
Technically, it's a plasma ray emitter for cleaning purposes.
Oh, did we do it? Did we beat it? Okay, we got it. The clock falls down, its hands flying and gears scattered all over the place. Erishan, who has just dismantled the clock with her bare hands, is gasping.
How ridiculous! Who in their right mind would add so many weapons to this so-called cat's cradle?
Enki trots up to the clock and stomps his feet in frustration.
No! Why did you smash my cat's cradle? It's a gift I made for Ninsar. But why did you... this invention took me so much time, and you just...
Let's stop calling it the cat's cradle and let's call it the resting bell. Enki's face instantly lights up with joy.
Huh? Oh, that's a great name.
Is that what you should care about? He drops his head again.
Well, the point is, such an awesome name will never get used.
I don't think you should focus on that either. I wink at Enki, signaling him to look further away. Not far away, Ninsar is standing with Mer, watching the farce come to an end. Enki walks up.
I'm sorry for tampering with your clock. I'm really sorry. Just don't be mad at me, sis.
Ninsar feels regret, looking at the wreckage of the clock scattered on the ground. It is like the accident blocks that the last way back, and she doesn't know if she should feel happy or sad. In the end, she just lets out a long sigh.
Never mind.
Seeing Ninsar's expression, Enki starts acting cocky.
How about I make another one for you?
Haven't you learned your lesson yet?
Alright, just forget what I said.
Enki then looks at us.
Well, thanks for helping me find Ninsar. But then again, you didn't really help me at all. Feels like it's not a good deal for me.
Cut the crap, you little brat. If it wasn't for me, you would have been stuffed into the coffin by that intelligent weapon you made. Just hand over the command to stop that copper sphere from blowing itself up.
Master Enki, keeping promises is a virtue.
Ninsar seems to have grasped the situation.
I see. It seems my silly brother bragged to you about something he hasn't actually figured out. It's true that he figured out the grammar of the language of the gods without too much effort. But knowing the grammar and knowing the specific words are two different things. For the past 3 years, Enki has been trying relentlessly to decipher the command to stop Aten from self-destructing.
But to no avail.
Unfortunately, there are very few examples left in the ancient Memphis text, and he didn't have enough material for semantic and logical analysis. That's why the progress has been slow.
Oh, yeah, that's what happened. There should be a complete list of Aten's commands in this library. No, I mean, there has to be. But heck, how am I supposed to find that list in this mountain of books? Finding a particular leaf in a forest might be easier. Or maybe just give me more samples of Aten's commands. If you want me to find the answer, you should at least tell me the full riddle, right? But what's left from the era of Memphis is either mutilated or too fake.
He is completely giving up.
In short, I don't know how to stop Aten from blowing itself up.
Then why did you boss us around? I can't believe someone can be so shameless. Enki's face turns red with embarrassment.
However, I do have some information.
What kind of information, Ninsar?
Besides destroying a Kedaton, the copper sphere has shown up twice in history.
Twice?
One of them was 2,000 years ago.
2,000 years ago.
Zero looks thoughtful.
Back then, Obed was under the rule of the 5th emperor of the Arsacid Empire.
Exactly. Actually, Aten was taken by Emeon at that time, before it got lost for some unknown reason. 2,000 years ago, that was the last time Aten shone in history. Perhaps you should go back and ask the people of that era. Maybe they can give you more valuable information.
Yes, I think Ninsar's onto something. If I can go back in time and take you both with me, we might be able to find Aten and find the command back then. Thank you. The sister is definitely more reliable.
You're welcome.
By the way, since you seem to have a deep understanding of antiquities, Master Ninsar.
Zero suddenly steps forward and takes out something, handing it to Ninsar. I spare a glance and realize that is an armor fragment from the unidentified giant.
Do you know anything about this?
Ninsar barely glanced at it before coming to a conclusion.
This belongs to Darius.
Darius?
Looks like you got caught up in some unexpected incidents before arriving here.
Zero thoughtfully puts away the fragment and purses her lips.
Oh, wait.
Enki suddenly remembers something and starts gesturing dramatically. What is it this time?
I just remembered something.
Enki looks at Erishan.
Eri? Well, Cosmo's granddaughter.
Enki continues before Erishan lashes out.
So, it was you from the future who asked Seer to come to me and get the command to stop Aten, right?
Erishan freezes at his words.
Indeed. If what Seer said is true.
Oops. Now, this is bad. Really bad.
What's wrong with Aten's divine words?
Haven't you realized it yet? I wouldn't have bothered investigating Aten's divine words if it weren't for your arrival. You sparked my interest in this field.
What do you mean?
If I hadn't met you, How would I know anything about Autumn's divine words? Why would I have studied such a thing?
A shiver runs down my spine as I realize the implications of his words. However, Ninsar remains calm, her amber eyes seemingly having seen through everything long ago. Enki, on the other hand, waves his hand innocently.
Be careful. The prophecy may actualize itself. Well, that's all the help we can provide. Farewell, my unexpected friends. May we meet again in the future.
To the future! Oh no, back in time, sorry. Back in time. Back, not foot. There we go. Nice. Well, the boss fight was pretty easy, to be honest.
Departure.
Enki and Ninsar watch the future successors disappear from sight. Enki lets out a lazy yawn.
Aren't you sorry for letting them go?
What are you talking about? Why would I be sorry?
I'm talking about that seer. You actually want to study their inner workings, right? Can't believe you've actually held yourself back.
Hey, I don't.
Enki shakes his head.
I already examined Seer, and based on biological characteristics alone, there's no doubt the Seer is as human as us. As for deeper differences, they can't be studied simply through dissection. I don't want to ruin such a precious specimen. Cosmos is truly amazing to have found such an intriguing toy. It surpasses my imagination. I'll shower him with praise next time I see him.
Yeah, I've been telling you for a while that your seemingly mediocre apprentice is anything but ordinary.
Yeah, Cosmos is actually a genius, and he's actually like an amazing guy, and you just underestimated him all these years, Enki, so it's kind of your fault.
Ninsar suddenly recalls the eve of her departure.
Are you leaving too?
You are Enki's apprentice. How interesting. I can't see your answer. Perhaps you'll reach greater heights than Enki in the future. I'm
flattered. Master Enki is a true genius, while I'm just an ordinary person who is lucky to have made it this far.
Cosmos' voice is so nice. Whoever voice acted Cosmos, they cast a really cool guy.
Not many admit their mediocrity.
I like his voice. Cosmos smiles.
I don't think mediocrity is a derogatory term. A genius is like a lone bird, rejecting everything and having no place to rest.
The voice acting in this game, I am a fan of. Other than a couple of lines and maybe one or two characters that I've met, like that fucking NPC that just sounded lifeless when he was talking to Ninsar. Other than that, I think it's good.
While mediocrity is like a tortoise, knowing its limits and moving towards a single goal. Eventually, the tortoise reaches greater heights.
Ninsar chuckles.
A mediocrity with sharp words. What a shame that Enki hasn't seen your true nature. You've hidden your brilliance well.
Look at that devious smile Ninsar's got on her face. Cosmos maintains his casual demeanor and changes the subject.
You have beautiful eyes. I believe they will reflect even more valuable things in the future.
Damn, he's even a Riz Master?
May your journey ahead be filled with endless surprises and magnificence.
Enki's voice pulls Ninsar back from her reminiscence.
But then again, do you think they'll eventually fall into a tragic loop just like Oedipus?
Yes, they will.
Ninsar's voice is calm, as if stating an established fact.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have met us.
Enki pauses for a moment, then chuckles.
That's true. All we can do is wish them good luck.
Well, that's not something we should be worried about.
Yeah, you're right. But you know, it's not just Cosmos who's interesting. There's also that girl.
The girl who has found the Tome of Ages? What path will she choose? I'm curious, Enki.
Did you see the answer?
Yeah, I did. but I don't know the process, as always. I don't know why, but this time, I have a feeling that maybe the process is more important than the answer itself.
Maybe it's about the journey that we take along the way.
It's just they haven't realized it yet.
Should we warn them?
No, only the unknown brings anticipation. I don't want to spoil the fun.
Mischievous, aren't you?
Maybe it's the friends we've made along the way.
Whatever you say.
Enki jogs forward and a few steps.
By the way, now that you've realized that the process is more important than the answer, don't come up with such a boring plan next time, silly sis. I haven't reached the end of my journey yet. I don't want to start preparing for an exit plan in the middle of a game and have to start over again. You're just too predictable. Even if you don't tell me the answer, I can figure it out.
For a moment, the Enki in front of Ninsar resembles someone from her memory.
Remember, I've watched you both grow up. I can tell when something's up, even if you're trying to hide it.
Ah.
Enki, there's nothing waiting for us at the end of this journey. We won't reach the end, find any answers, or be able to turn back.
Enki chuckles and keeps walking forward without looking back.
So what?
Ninsar stands frozen. She has always known that her brother is more curiosity incarnate than a human being. Unfazed by fatigue or pain, he has cared only about moving forward from the moment he was born. Forward. Keep pushing forward no matter the cost. Even if he stumbles and gets hurt, he will accumulate and absorb knowledge to go further. Hello, omniscient reader. How are you doing? Welcome in. He never turns back, never even considers it. His bright eyes always focus ahead, seeing only what lies beyond. Watching his retreatment form, Ninsar feels a sense of unease. Why? Why wouldn't he stop? Why wouldn't he look back? Why wouldn't he leave her alone and embark on this journey by himself? Ninsar reaches out her hand towards Enki.
Don't go. No matter how hard we struggle, we are bound by our limited lifespan. As long as we are limited by our mortal bodies, we'll never reach the end. Don't go. Don't go. Don't leave me behind.
Suddenly, Enki comes to a stop. The boy, who has never looked back before, decisively turns around and takes Ninsar's hand.
What are you waiting for?
He pulls her along, jogging forward.
Let's go!
So cute. Ninsar's eyes widen.
Can't you, for once, consider your true desire, silly sis? Out of everyone here, you're the one who wants to see the end the most, right? She wasn't sad at all, silly Nana. It was all an act. She doesn't get sad.
His words are not just a stubborn retort. He has always known that his sister is a brilliant fool. To her, a world without surprising or expectations has lost its value long ago. Only the library remains, the last unknown place, the final mystery to unravel. She has mistaken her excitement for fear to the point where she can't even distinguish between the two anymore. That's why he must embark on this journey, so that his silly sister will follow and step into the vast world. Holding her brother's hand tightly, she feels the pulsating exhilaration through her intertwined fingers. In that moment, the restless longing consumes her entirely. After all, they are twins who share each other's desires and bear each other's pain. How could she have forgotten that? Ninsar smiles wholeheartedly. Her journey ahead is already brimming with endless surprises and magnificence.
Yes. Let's go.
Let's go. From this step onward, there's no turning back. Beyond lies either the ultimate truth or nothingness. No one knows the answer, even if they stray from the path, even if they lose everything, even if all that awaits them is boundless darkness. As long as they hold each other's hands, they will reach their destination, the end of the library. What waits at the end of the hexagon? For every Emion, that has always been the ultimate question. No one has ever reached the end, and no one has ever returned. Therefore, the question remains unanswered. Everyone yearns for the ultimate answer, and that is why they all end up on the path of no return. However, what exactly is the answer of that ultimate question? At the end of the journey, the answer lies not within the library itself, but within ourselves. Oh, fuck, man. Oh, that's so deep, man. Oh, man. Shit, man. I forgot how deep this story gets. I forgot how deep this story gets. I genuinely did. Damn. Oh.
Here you are. No need. As I told you before, when you depart, all memories of this realm will fade, including me.
But why? Who are you? What is the point of this?
That girl is quite perceptive. So this time, I've blocked her presence.
I see.
Don't divulge too much to her, and don't place too much trust in her at this moment. Even if everything is predetermined, I don't want any harm to befall you.
But why? What is our connection? Why do you care about my well-being so much?
Come. Your journey awaits, filled with challenges and perils. Fear not. I'll forever protect you.
What do you mean? How? How will you protect me from dangers out there?
I know where you're headed. It's the origin of all casual ties.
You're not making any sense.
I've adjusted your coordinates. Now you're free to embark whenever you choose.
Man, oh man. Chapter 1 of the story complete. We will continue this journey on the story of Black Beacon in the future. Stay tuned for that. Leave a like and comment and subscribe if you're new. I know the story isn't for everyone. The reason why this story won't be for everyone is because this story is written as a visual novel. It is a visual novel, but in a video game format. Not everyone is going to be able to hold their attention to what's going on. But the writing, if you actually look into the writing and the script, it's very well written. Very well written. In my opinion, anyway. But yeah, over there at YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like and subscribe. If you do ever want to come and join us over at Twitch, be sure to head over at Amethyst Abrams at twitch.tv. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. And yeah.